Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 7 of our playthrough of Factorio on Deathworld marathon settings. So let's take stock of where we are. So first, we'll check the evolution. We're at 0.22, so we are definitely into medium biter territory. So we will definitely need to continue working on our military tech in order to continue winning the race against the biters. Last episode, we got red science automated, which is great. And so I think our goal for this episode is to get green science up and running. But before we do that, let's take a look at our pollution cloud. So we did recently clear out some of the biter bases immediately around us, but we can see we're starting to run into some other friends up there. But before we get too much further, let's go ahead and zoom in, take ourselves a little base selfie we can use as a thumbnail for this recording, and let's get on with it. Okay, so what do we want to do today? So we are we're going to be ready for green science here. We have it all laid out. But right now we're waiting on fast inserters because right now the slow inserters, or regular inserters, on our buffers are slowing things down. And so we're not really getting the production through into the red science that we're looking for. And so we'll want to fix that right away. And then I think what we want to do after that is we'll switch to steel processing. We'll set up a steel lane and then move on to the green science. And so that's what we'll do from the get-go here. So while we're waiting for fast inserters to finish, I guess we can come over here, move this depleted miner over. And let's see, we're going to need a bunch of stone furnaces. So let's go ahead and get those. Let's see, we have 4. We're going to need 48 for steel. So that gets us to 39. And so we will need 7 more. So let's see, that is 35 stone. So some combination of the electric miner and our miner ought to get us to 35 pretty quickly. And that will be enough for that. So let's see how many we got here. We're at 25, so 10 more, and we'll be ready to go. All right, so hopefully this is the last hand mining we want to do, and it's just really, because I don't really feel like waiting. Okay, that's enough. So there's the last 7. That gets us to 48. We're going to need lots of belts, lots of inserters. Fortunately, we are collecting some down here at the end of our green science, where we're collecting the excess. Let's see, I think, because we are just collecting excess over here, I'd rather actually send these, just prioritize everything coming down here to science, because that's what we're going to need. So let's see, we get a couple more belts. I think we're going to need all these inserters. We have our 6 assemblers, so we might as well pre-populate these while we're here. We'll get these ready for making green science. Okay, that was fast inserters. So we said we were going to get steel next, because we're going to need the steel for the assembling machine 2s and the steel furnaces. And so let's get just all of the inserters powered up here. Okay, so that will be all ready once we get to what we're looking for. Now we do have fast assemblers. Let's just go ahead and get all of these. And now we can unburden our buffer. I think because we're going to build... Whoa, who's that? Oh, hello. Okay, just had somebody just kind of randomly wander in there. Okay, but I think that was just a random... I don't think we're polluting anybody yet. So that was probably just a random biter wandering through. Okay, so what were we doing? Oh, fast inserters on our buffers. So we'll want to do that. Because we're going to build steel right up against this, this is actually hanging out where we don't want it, so we can do that instead. Let's get our fast inserters on the hotbar. Actually, while we're here, let's also put our power poles so we can see how many we have. And we can upgrade these. That will be much faster. Then we can mine and buffer at full speed. Okay, and that should get us what we want. I think we also want to speed up our iron gear production for right now. Because we look down here, we've got plenty of green circuits, but we're a little light on the gears coming in here. So, all right, that's generating a lot more of those. Okay, so let's go ahead and, while we're researching steel, let's go ahead and set up that smelting line for steel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start over here. And the first sign is gonna look a lot like just a regular iron smelting line. So look at that. There's lots of styles of doing steel. This one's pretty easy because we can set it up pretty quickly. And so we'll just dump our iron plates directly into, oh, we didn't have quite enough steel. Oh, that's because I can't do math. Because 48 minus 39 is actually 9 and not 7. So there you go. 2 more furnaces. And then we'll need another belt coming this way for output. All right, get these here. And then let's see, the fast way for us to do this is like this. And just run all of these inserters in over here. And let's see, we're gonna need to do, we're gonna need more undergrounds. And I think we'll do it this way. Okay, so, and we'll bring the iron ore in right there. Okay, so now we can do this. So we are just reversing one of the inserters that are currently pointing into the steel furnace side here. So the idea is that this is iron ore and coal coming in here, then the iron plates go in here, the coal comes in here, and the steel comes back out on that side. So that's how that works. Whoops, missed one. We'll get these done, and then we'll run the power poles. And last one. Okay, so power poles starting here, running across. And there. And then we'll get the ones across the middle. And there. And let's see. Actually, let's start down at this end for this power. We'll power this from the outside. Okay, and then we can get one of these here that will screen off the coal and give us just the steel. And then let's collect steel in a box. So we'll just do that. Okay. All right, so steel will be ready once we finish researching it. Let's see, what are we going to do next? Everything else looks okay. Is there anything for us to do? I guess one of the things that we could do is we could go get some more stone and sort of build this out a little bit, since we see there's somebody up there. So let's go ahead and get a little more defense. I do want to try to make these little sort of bunker things. Oh no, I know what we can do. We can go make the miners for the iron ore for the steel. That is definitely something that would be productive for us to do. So in order to do that, okay, now we're producing. Now we're producing the gears. We can grab all of those. And we can get some iron from down here from our iron buffer. Let's get those. That looks good. And we need 15 miners for a half lane of iron ore. Okay, so let's lay that out over here. And I guess we can do that this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I guess these have to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, this can run down this way. We are going to need power poles, so we can go like this. Okay, we have power and everything. Yes, we do. We can come down this way. Let's see, where do we want to run this? Probably right up next to the copper. Not into the copper, next to the copper. Okay, you can come up this way. And we're not getting any coal in here, and that's because I didn't connect the coal. Okay, so that'll get prepped as soon as we're done researching steel. We should get steel. And now we can come back here and go get our stone, and then we can talk about what the research plan is. Okay, so we got stone. We can make, let's just make a bunch more of these. So we don't have walls yet because we could research them now, but I want to get those pollution reducing techs first. So I think, let's see, how are we doing here? All right, these are running full out, so that's good. And we can just build this out a little bit more. Let's just beef this up because that's actually the next set of biners we can see. All right, that was steel. Now I think we go back to getting green science. And I think our plan would be we are going to get green science. Then we're going to unlock military 2. We already had some more biters wander in. This will let us build grenades. That'll give us, I think, a little more safety. But then we'll transition right back to automation 2 and advanced material processing. Those will give us the steel furnaces. And so it's the same net pollution rate as a stone furnace, but obviously they're more compact, and but they are more fuel efficient, so we'll need to mine less coal in order to make that happen. And then probably further on from that, we'll go after the black science, military science, and in line with our plans, we'll be pursuing most of the military upgrades that we have access to, and we'll see from there. So where are we? We're about halfway through our episode here, so hopefully we'll have enough time for all of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more ammo on this side, and then we can build out a little bit more of our walls like this. And so the idea here behind this is if we offset the furnaces like this, and then the biters kind of have to like dodge and weave their way through here in order to get at the turrets. And so hopefully that will preserve them for a little longer. Okay, so all right, what's next? What are we going to want to do next? I think the things we're going to want to do next are we're going to want a smelting column for, oh, good grief. We are just not connecting coal here, so we'll get that going. It looks like we could benefit from fast inserters here. So let's go ahead and populate the coal with fast inserters. Okay, the slow ones would eventually fill it up, but this will let things go a little faster. I think what we're going to need to do next is, how many of these do we have? 14. So I think we can go ahead and do stone bricks next. How far is these? I think we're going to need to go the full 4 like that. Okay, so we'll do stone bricks next. Might as well prep our stuff ahead of time. All right, we're gonna need more belts. We have plenty of inserters, so that's okay. And so let's just run down here. And now that we have enough copper, I think we can turn these back on. And we are definitely going to want to try to upgrade these if we can. All right, because we know those are constrained on, whoops, not that one. Okay, there we go. All right, now we got green circuits flowing. We really just need to get that green science up and running. So let's see, what can we do? Can we make this go faster? I guess we could hand graft some red science and dump it in here. Yeah, well, I guess we could try that. We can. No, we don't have the stuff for that, but we could get it because it happens to be sitting right here. All right, so now let's go ahead and get 2. That'll just speed things up at least a little bit, because right now we're blocked on science. So, although, let's see, I was coming down here to get belts, and do I need inserters? Sure. Let's get belts and inserters. Grab those. How are we on power? Oh, wow, we're definitely hurting on power. Okay, so let's get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna need then 3 more pipes and 3 burner inserters. Guess we're almost done with that extra red science, so we can just dump that in over here. Once that finishes crafting. All right, we got other things to worry about. We'll let that's what the automation's for. The automation will take care of the red science. So we'll do that. Okay, so now we're collecting steel. That's excellent. Good to see. Let's go fix the power. Oh, it's because we are short on coal for the power. That's what the problem is. So let's see, while we still have some power, we're going to need to and let's see, just for a second we can mine some of this stuff, because we hit the death spiral, so not quite enough coal to keep everything running. And so if we, I have a lot of coal in my inventory. Well, that's gonna help quite a bit. So let's go take care of that. That's why everything's running so slowly. All right, that does that. Now what does power look like? All right, it's still low, so that's part of the problem. All right, so let's go ahead and add, okay, now we're getting more coal. I think that'll help us get that fixed, so we can, do I have more of these? No. Could I get more of these? Yes. Oh, that's mining copper, so, whoops. We are gonna need to filter the copper ore out to the right. Okay. And, okay, that's gonna work. And then let's get one more in here. Let's pick that up. And we can do that. And that. Okay, now we ought to have enough coal for the power. But since we went ahead and made extra power stuff, we might as well go put it down over here. And I'm noticing, what do we got here? Somebody's getting at us from the bottom. Okay, but no real biggie. But it does stress the need to get that science going. And so now we're in medium miner territory, so we really need to get those grenades before we have sort of military superiority, I think, over the biters again. Let's get this here. We have all the steam engines that go with that. Get this out of the way. Chop out the wood. We are going to need to chop. Let's get the power stood up first. And then we can worry about putting the defenses back in, which I realize that we took down. Okay, so we need to power these two and this one. We're going to put pipes here. We're going to run the coal down here. And then we're going to add the burner inserters. Okay, so now let's chop out a little bit more of this. Just enough. This would be the other thing that grenades would be nice for. Just clearing out some of this for us, because we have plenty of wood for power poles and stuff. And it's really just getting enough room here to squeeze in our little turret base thing. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, that is turrets. We'll get those in. Do I have stone furnaces? Yes, just enough. Oops, those are not. Those are too far away. The ones on the bottom. Maybe they're not. Oh, no, they were in the right spot. Okay, so that's power and defense. How are we on power now? Wow, we're only just barely positive on power, but I think we're not scaling. Well, we were talking about doing stone, so I guess we better get another boiler. We do have enough room for it, although of course we just plunked the defense down, so maybe can we squeeze it in? I guess if we pick these up we can squeeze it in. Alright, I'm gonna get a little lazy. We'll tempt fate. But with the, I think backing right up to the steam engines will be fine. Alright, so now we've got enough coal coming here. Boom, that's green science. Okay, what do we say? We're gonna go to military 2. And we need to actually go put the green science recipe onto where is our coal is not making it through to the smelting. Oh, that's because we're filling this all up. But all right, maybe we need a couple more miners on the coal for smelting. All right, definitely production looking good here. These are going to become green sciences. And okay, that can be off and running. And then we need to fix the coal for smelting. Which we can do fairly readily. I guess I should have picked up intermediates before doing that. But we can put that there. And that there. Okay, let's see. Is it important to lane balance this? Maybe. Maybe. Do we have splitters? We have enough for one. Oh, that's slow. I definitely need to go get gears and circuits again. but we'll do that pretty happily. All right. Wow, military is already 15% done. That is great. So, all right, that's lane balanced. This is lined out, so we can move the next one down here. Okay. It's copper still running. I got the defenses over there. That looks okay. And do we still have coal in the inventory? Yeah, let's just go. We'll just go drop this all in here. Okay. And now let's go get some. We have plenty of iron plates. We can go grab some of the intermediates down this way, which I'm sure we now have a good set in the box. All right, let's get 2 more miners for smelting. All right, science is moving nicely. We got the last 2 miners on coal for smelting. And I think we're going to stop there. So, what we do, we got steel up and running, production-wise. We expanded power. We expanded the coal mining for everything to go along with it. We beefed up with fast inserters some of our production, and we got green science up and running. So that's a pretty productive episode. We're chomping away on the green science down here, most of the way to grenades. And in fact, I think what we will do is we'll stop it right here, right before we get to the grenades, and that's where we'll pick up next time. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.